Hey, hello, I'm JulieJo. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. If you're not new here, welcome back. Today we're going to be watching a YouTube video of someone trying to scam you and lie to you. She says she brings facts. We'll be the judge of that. Okay? This person is in a multi-level marketing company called Plexus. It's just like all the other MLMs. It's mostly a wellness MLM with a little mental health MLM. This is a training that's on YouTube. You can see it on YouTube for free, right? She charged people $10 to be a part of it, and she does that once a week. $10 to be a part of it and watch this training. And then she posts it on YouTube for free. I don't know how she can get away with charging her downline to watch one of her trainings and then post it on YouTube for free. I don't understand that. I don't think that's right. But she's in an MLM, so like that doesn't surprise me. I will say, excuse my hair today. I'm getting it cut today. Oh my God, look at that. It's so bad. Please don't look too close. A little further, a little further. Thank you. And I have to be done with this in an hour. So let's hope that that happens. This is a very basic, cringeworthy MLM training video, and pretty much what I think happened is someone made her mad and called MLM a pyramid scheme, and she decided to turn this video that they paid $10 for into a venting session where she's condescending, rude, and lies. Just a reminder, this video is all my opinion, except the facts that I'm going to use to show that she's wrong. But I think it's time that we just get started.
It's the night that we're gonna fall in love. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin. Cause we're still sleeping in my head. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin. Cause we're still sleeping in my head.
Don't forget, if you want to support the channel, you can for free just by subscribing, and you can like the video. I know a lot of you are going to have a lot of things to say, so feel free to use the comments below to say them. Don't go to her YouTube video. I'm not linking it or anything. Don't go. This is your place, okay? We're not going to go to someone else's place. This is our place. But anyway, let's watch.
Well, hey everyone, Emily Roberts here. I am so excited about this $10 training tip because when it comes to the network marketing industry, when it comes to the sales industry, you're going to hear this term often, and it's pyramid scheme. Is it one of those pyramid schemes? I need to make some income from home, but not one of those pyramid schemes. We've all seen it, whether it's on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, in person. Maybe someone had this conversation with you verbally and you're just like, what do you mean? And a lot of you come into the network marketing industry and you're like, but what's a pyramid scheme? Like you don't really know. And then you go down the rabbit hole of Google and then you start second guessing yourself because of opinions and things that happened in the 1980s that don't apply to you today in 2024. So for those of you that don't know me, and this is your first time on, I am Emily Roberts, a mom of three, a military spouse. My husband served in the Marine Corps for 10 years. I have been in the sales industry for a decade. Before that, in corporate America, I did financial advising work. So I worked for a financial advisor as their branch office administrator, and I enjoyed it. But I don't know if it was fulfilling. I felt like, oh, I got a big girl job. Look at me. And, and then I'd go home at night and I'm like dreaming, making a Pinterest board of all the things I want to do, could do, right? Anybody else? So I love the network marketing industry and I've stayed in it for over a decade because it offers me fulfillment, a value trade. I offer value. I'm receiving value from the company I picked. I hope that makes sense because that's what we're going to dive into. And I had some visuals for y'all, and then I decided I'm not going to screen share and do all that. So I'll just
But they're paying $10 for this. You couldn't at least give visuals.
One of them has like a little one-liner on them, and I'm going to explain that. So one of my favorite things that I hear when it comes to network marketing, because this is sales, newsflash for anybody here that didn't know you were selling something. This is a sales industry. You probably have heard, well, it looks like a pyramid scheme to me. It's one of my favorite things that people say because I'm like, babe, hold my earrings.
Hey, babe. Yeah. Can you come here? Hey, can you hold my earrings? Thanks. I don't know. She said, hold my earrings. And I thought we could, yep. Thanks. Appreciate it.
And then I go in for the kill because I am very passionate about that particular term. I'm also a 3 on the Enneagram, and I'm like, don't play with me.
I'm a 3 on the Enneagram too. But I don't go in for the kill. I don't know. I guess I don't like intentionally do it. It just comes out. I don't know. That seems a little aggressive to me.
I am very passionate about what I do. Don't call me stupid. I'm going to overachieve and one up you and 110%er all day. And so, of course, I went and found facts for you because anybody can make a video with their opinions.
So I have a pen and paper because she says she found facts. So I'm really pumped. We're going to look through those sources. We're going to write them down. We're going to get all into it because I want to see like what sources does she have? Is it legitimate? And she's right. Anyone can make a video with opinions. So she doesn't have sources in this. I have a feeling most of it's opinions. We'll see.
About network marketing. A lot of people don't like it. Okay. A lot of people also don't like realtors and real estate. And a lot of people don't also spend time realizing that real estate and investing in real estate is actually very smart.
But what does that have to do with multi-level marketing? They're not the same thing. That's a false equivalence fallacy, which we know that they have to use all the time to try to make any kind of point, but that's just not the same thing.
And a lot of the billionaires of our world have done that for so long, and that's why they're billionaires.
Now, me and her might see this differently, but is that why they're billionaires? My opinion is there are no ethical billionaires. But, maybe she thinks there are, and they do it simply by having real estate.
But I digress. So, if you've ever heard the term, sounds like a pyramid scheme, then this video is for you. And if you're someone that often comments that on friends because they sent you this video later, I just want to offer some education, okay? No hate. No one's trying to convince you. I understand that this industry is not for everyone, and that's okay. So when people are against network marketing, it's because they don't understand it. And when we lack clarity or knowledge, what do? We assume.
I qualify for the top 2% of a company in less than a year. In about 1 year, I qualified for the top 2% of a multi-level marketing company. Please explain to me how I don't understand. It's interesting because I haven't heard a fact yet, and she's assuming, which she's talking about other people assuming, it's very hypocritical, that people say that because I don't understand. I actually believe it's the opposite. Once I personally, again, this is my experience, feel free to put yours below. Once I actually educated, as she says, myself on multi-level marketing companies and the ins and outs and the good and the bad, I realized that actually it is more of a pyramid scheme than it is not a pyramid scheme. But that's just me. And I guess we're going to have to talk sources here soon because it doesn't seem like she's going to show any. So I will.
We assume based off of rumors, past experiences, or even just disbelief. Like there's too good to be true. And that comes from a scarcity mindset.
Scarcity? Isn't it scarcity? Have I been saying that word wrong my whole life?
That comes from limited beliefs that you believe about yourself. So when you try to project yourself into a network marketing role, a dream job role, it's just impossible. And so anything could then be a pyramid scheme. But there is a definition for a pyramid scheme, and we're going to get to that in just a second.
Thank God. I'm really pumped. I really hope that she actually reads the real definition of the pyramid scheme. Because if she did, it'd actually be going against what she says. But I have a feeling that she's just going to pull it from her ass.
Most are so quick to assume this role for those in the industry because of false claims, bad experiences, or even questionable individuals who have lied and tarnished our reputation here in this space. So maybe it was intentionally, maybe they're just not good people. That's all right. Or maybe it was accidentally. Unfortunately, we're not here to convince or change minds, but to connect.
Why are you doing this video if you're not here to convince me? You said this video is specifically for people who have heard this before or believe this. Ava, can you play that back just to make sure I'm right? Thanks, girl.
If you've ever heard the term, sounds like a pyramid scheme, then this video is for you. And if you're someone that often comments that on friends because they sent you this video later, I just want to offer some education, okay?
I have a feeling that actually she is trying to convince us, but she doesn't want to seem like she's on the defense, so she's just saying she's not trying to. Because it's never great to be on the defense. I understand defending yourself to a certain extent. I think it's important to defend yourself in certain situations, right? I don't think you should always try to defend yourself, and I don't think you need to. All that to say, she's defending herself, but trying to act like she's not. That's my opinion. Let me know your thoughts.
State facts, and then passionately work to change that narrative that has been decided for us. That we're all just selling snake oil and just scheming people and Like, I don't even know. And so here's the thing. It's an opinion. It's an opinion. You know, they're like belly buttons. We all have one when nobody really knows their purpose other than the umbilical cord, right?
Actually, there are people that don't have belly buttons. Just they don't. I know that sounds weird, but like there are people that don't have it.
So it's like, here's, you know, it's okay. Let them have their opinions. But here are some facts. So a little bit about my story and how I even came into the network marketing space.
Wait a minute. She said, here are some facts. A little bit about my story. Not facts. I'm waiting for those facts, right? We're getting them. She said it multiple times. Now we're on to her story, not facts.
I started taking supplements in 2014 after doctor visits, late nights on Google, asking a different doctor, making fun of people suggesting network marketing products, circling back to Google, attempting to self-diagnose and attempting to read medical journals. I don't know if you've ever tried to do that. It's like a different language. And then finally, I just ordered from the friend because she consistently shared about it. I saw a difference in her and thought to myself, why not? It comes with a money back guarantee. Of course I want to feel better.
The narrative of course I want to feel better. Why wouldn't I do it? That just blows my mind. But I actually don't believe her story. And I think that some of it probably happened. Like she probably saw a doctor. I'm just guessing, right? This is just my opinion. As someone in the medical field, I might be a little biased, okay? My thought is she probably saw a doctor, but the idea that she went to Google and then saw another doctor and then landed on an MLM supplement company when you could actually just buy any of the supplements anywhere and it not be an MLM and it not be up price and you not support a predatory business model. I believe that her story's a little off to fit the narrative. And I think that a lot of people in MLMs do that or have to make their story more believable and more relatable.
Of course I do, right? And that is what was promised to me, was like, you're going to feel better and happier. That was like the company slogan at the time. And so here's the thing. I took them and I fell in love with them. It took, I think, about 45 days. I look back at journals that I had written down because my husband was deployed. So I journaled a lot. I talked to myself a lot because it was me and a 5-month-old baby. And I was very lonely and a online college student. And so I journaled a lot. And when I journaled,
that makes sense that someone, that they would prey on someone like her who's alone, has a 5-month-old, and is a college student. She needed some kind of community. It seems like she needed something. And the MLM is very good at dressing themselves up as a nice community with a little job on the side. When in reality, we know that the whole reason people want you to join an MLM is for them to make money.
I journaled, I noticed like I had something to say around day 7, around day like 21 through 23, and then in my journal around day 45. Notice, I did not say on day 1, this is it. Become a millionaire overnight. This product is going to make you look like Carrie Underwood. Like, no. And I think what happens is, whether intentional or accidental, people come into the network marketing space, they fabricate their excitement, and it gives us a bad reputation because people are overpromising and under-delivering because of a lack of knowledge. They quit too soon, lack of consistency, whatever.
The irony of the lack of knowledge part of her words get me because I still haven't heard facts from her.
All right. So anyways, I clearly have stayed on the same products for the last 10 years. And I think that says a lot about the company and the products they offer. And I did. I fell in love with them. I love that the company I found addressed the root of my issues. Okay. Most common health concerns and symptoms we're all dealing with. For me, Plexus offered a get to the root option for me. Okay. After, mind you, I told you, we looked on Google. We talked to 2 different doctors. We circled back. We asked a friend that had similar issues. I mean, I tried to read them. Like, we did all the things. It's not like I woke up one day and I was like, I want to be a network marketer. I don't really think anybody does that. There might be a few that do, but that's not usually how it works. It's usually a product or service that is offered that is intriguing and has you like, okay, I want that. What do I need to do, right? And so here's the thing. I was really excited to have natural solutions to offer other people that I cared deeply about because I knew I wasn't the only one experiencing that. So this excitement led to me running to social media, shouting it from the rooftops, which is no different than everyone running to Starbucks and buying the limited edition Pink Stanley, coming back to Facebook and going, nay, nay, boo, boo, look what I found.
You mean Target. They ran to Target, not Starbucks. I know that's minuscule, but if you're gonna use this video and use this example to deceive people, I'm gonna correct you.
However, I actually can go back to social media and offer them what I have found, as opposed to a limited time consumerism product that a lot of people actually can't get their hands on. And so I'm not here to gatekeep when it comes to network marketing. I love my company. I love what I do. That's why I've been here for so long. And I think that so many people get this pyramid scheme vibe because of the overpromising, under-delivering, sketchy before and after photos or whatever. Or they join something and then that person that signed them up, helped them place the order or whatever, left them hanging. All right. So we'll keep going. The reason why I love my company and their long-term product vision was that most people don't want to be on prescriptions in order to function. Most people would rather just solve a problem than put multiple band-aids on their symptom.
I think you got that backwards, sis. I don't say that very often. She just hit a button. As someone who takes prescription medication to function, just like she said, let me correct you on this though. I take prescription medication so I can function, and that allows me to heal the reason I take prescription medication, which is for my mental health. It's for trauma, depression, all of that. Doing that allows me to function, live a normal life, while simultaneously working with my therapist and psychiatrist to heal these issues and maybe one day be able to function properly off of my medication. MLM supplements don't do that. One, they don't work the way that prescription medication does. And two, you actually are just bandaging if you're using a supplement to try to fix something, because the root of the issue is what's important. But she has it so backwards, because if you're taking an MLM supplement for your mental health and you're like, oh, it makes me feel so good, it makes me feel so much better, that's actually the bandage, because where's the healing? Where's the process of getting to the root of the cause of this? Girl, that's just, it's really cutting close to those medical claims that we don't like around here and that your company doesn't like either.
And most people aren't even aware of their issues because they're caused by gut imbalances and hormone imbalances. And most people don't know that.
Mine are caused by extreme trauma from childhood, from divorced parents, and the horrible divorce stuff that I went through with all of that. It was a messy divorce. It was very rough. That's what mine is from. It's not a gut issue, but okay.
They think old age. They think they're PMSing. They think, oh, I had babies, that's what's wrong with me. Or
she says it's a hormonal issue. They think they're PMSing, but they are. It's a hormonal issue. It just cracks me up.
You know, my husband was in the military. He was exposed to all kinds of things. So he thinks it's that half the time. So it's like, I just loved the message that my company offered. So I was like, you know what? I can get behind that. I can believe in that. Right? Okay. The reason why, like when someone's like, well, why Plexus? I want to give you 4 things. And if you're not with my company and you're with another company or you're with another industry like real estate or sales in a different aspect, I want you to narrow down, like with these examples, 4 reasons why people would choose your thing. Okay. So for me, when it comes to my business and why it's not a pyramid scheme and why they're offering value, because it can't be a pyramid scheme if it's a value for value trade. It just can't be.
Okay, so I'm still waiting for those facts and those sources. This is so for an opinion. However, I'm going to show you a source, an actual source that's going to show that she's lying to you. All you have to do to get to this source is type in FTC MLM. It's also linked in every video of mine for like the past 6 to 8 months. It says multi-level marketing businesses and pyramid schemes. And I'm going to read some of it for you. Businesses that involve selling products to family and friends and recruiting other people to do the same are called multi-level marketing, network marketing, or direct marketing businesses. Some MLMs are illegal pyramid schemes. Before joining an MLM program, here are some things to know. What are MLMs and how do they work? MLM companies sell their products or services through person-to-person sales. That means you're selling directly to other people, maybe from your home, a customer's home, or online. If you join an MLM program, the company may refer to you as an independent distributor, participant, or contractor. Most MLMs say you can make money 2 ways: by selling the MLM products yourself to retail customers, or by recruiting new distributors and earning commission based on what they buy and their sales to retail customers. Your recruits, the people they recruit, and so on become your sales network or downline. If the MLM is not a pyramid scheme, it will pay you based on your sales to retail customers without having to recruit new distributors. Most people who join legitimate MLMs make little to no money. Some of them lose money. In some cases, people believe they've joined a legitimate MLM, but it turns out to be an illegal pyramid scheme that steals everything they invest and leaves them deeply in debt. What's a pyramid scheme? How do you spot one? Pyramid schemes are scams, obviously. They can look remarkably like legitimate MLM business opportunities and often sell actual products, maybe even ones you've heard of before. But if you become a distributor for a pyramid scheme, it can cost you and your recruits, often your family, friends, a lot of time and money you won't get back. The promoters of pyramid scheme may try to recruit you with the pitches about what you'll earn. They may say you can change your life, quit your job, and even get rich by selling the company's products. That's a lie. Your income would be based mostly on how many people you recruit, not how much product you sell. Pyramid schemes are set up to encourage everyone to keep recruiting people, to keep a constant stream of new distributors and their money flowing into the business. And that's just a little bit of what I read. There's more. So tell me how it can't be a pyramid scheme when there's value for value. The value that she's talking about is, in my opinion, products. It says, often in a pyramid scheme, you'll be encouraged or even required to buy a certain amount of product at regular intervals, even if you already have more inventory than you can use or sell. So there are products in pyramid schemes. There could be quote unquote value given and taken. So that means nothing. What she's saying means nothing. And that's opinion based, not fact based.
And so the value offered to me through this business is community. We work together to encourage, support, and love on each other through each of our individual journeys. Our team is a very unique, diverse blend of women and men, teachers, moms, college students, healthcare workers, military professionals, whatever that looks like. And in this community, we like to earn the free trips and incentives by helping people have fun, learn about their health, and we work together. Okay?
My opinion when it comes to pyramid scheme type things, and this is my opinion, this is not a source, although maybe I could argue that it is in some places, like on what the FTC says. If I take away your downline and your income drops by 75%, there's an issue there. And that's lenient. 75 is a big number. Even 50. If you're making $50,000 and $25,000 falls off whenever I take your downline away, that's not great. But if you're making $50,000 and $40,000 drops off, that's really not great.
Reason number 2 is the ingredients. So because this is a supplement company, ingredients matter. Not all supplements are created equal. Cheap supplements aren't good. Good supplements aren't cheap. Stop buying supplements where you buy your toilet paper, right? All the things.
I pick up my prescription meds where I also buy my toilet paper. That's a ridiculous saying. She's talking about the store, right? Like toilet paper is at the store, supplements are at the store, food's at the store. My prescriptions are at the store that I buy my toilet paper from. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Come on.
I love that the ingredients are majorly plant-based. We do not use artificial ingredients, sweeteners, chemicals, or dyes. We use non-GMO ingredients. Everything is gluten-free. The majority of our products are vegetarian, and some of them are even vegan. We also don't use added sugar. I freaking love that. So that's core reason 2.
That's great. There's a lot of products out there that have none of those things that you're mentioning either, that are not MLM products. Just because a product is cheap, like a multivitamin's cheap, doesn't mean it's a bad product. They didn't have to upprice their product like an MLM does to pay out commission to top leaders.
Core reason 3 is their business model, which we're going to dive into in a minute. That value for value, commission and commission. Here's the thing about our business model. There's no required purchases.
Y'all might not like me for this, but I'm going to go 1.25 speed because I have a hair appointment soon and I'm not missing that for this. But I also don't want to stop the video while I'm on a roll. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to stop mid-thought process.
Here's the thing about our business model. There's no required purchases. You don't have to have a party. There's no quota that you have to meet to be here. And you don't have to hold on to inventory. So it's at your own pace, your own gain. We all have the same necessary resources through the app or through our company website to reach our goals. So you could do this with or without a sponsor. I love that business model. And then the last one is quality. Our company is completely debt free. That's a big stinking deal in corporate America.
That's so funny that she actually admitted that they're corporate America. Like they hate on corporate America so much, but you admit that Plexus is a corporate America company. And without that, y'all wouldn't have an MLM, like you wouldn't be there. Weird, huh?
And not only that, our return rate is still only 1%. It's only 1%. That's a big deal too. Every ingredient is ethically sourced and we strive to use the best source for each product. And so like at the end of the day, those 4 reasons.
That's also what Young Living said. And they even had a seed to seal thing. Turns out they were lying. An MLM lying to you. Wow, 1 in a million.
Reasons. I'm adding value to others, and I know that because I'm standing on those 4 pillars of my company, and it's a value for value trade. A pyramid scheme is you're blindly investing into a product or service. You never see product or service, but your money is gone and you have nothing to show for it. That's a pyramid scheme. It is illegal.
Facts show she's lying. That's not true. The Federal Trade Commission says specifically of MLMs, they could have a product and it still be a pyramid scheme. You could get the product too. It's all based on how the money flows. I didn't make that up. That wasn't me. That was the experts. I haven't seen any sources or experts from her. Just because it's illegal doesn't mean it's not happening. You know that the D-rugs are sold all day, every day, everywhere? There are several things that are illegal that are still happening. That's a ridiculous argument. That's old argument too.
A debt-free company that's been around for 15 plus years that has over 350 employees is not an illegal company. We are backed by Morgan Stanley. We are monitored and regulated by the FDA and FTC, just monitored. So supplements are not a drug and they're not a food. And so the FDA looks at our labels and things, but they can't like shut us down. Same thing for like cigarettes, formula, and things like that. Okay. Now, when I think about these 4 qualities of the value for value trade,
FTC is not really monitoring anything with MLMs. They're not monitoring. They don't have the staff to do that. They really base a lot of it off of, are you turning them in, and what are they saying when you turn them in? Or if you can make up a big enough stink on social media about it, that will be another reason for them, but they're not monitoring them.
like think about why you said yes to your business or the business model or the sale model that you're in. And you think of like the top 4 reasons why you're there and you love it and it offers you value and fulfillment. Doesn't that bring you joy that you get to offer that to others? There's nothing wrong with that. After, it's a pyramid scheme, I usually, well, you make money off me. Everybody makes money off everybody.
No, they don't. That's a weird thing to state. I don't have a downline I'm making money off of. Their hard work. I'm making money on this video. Why? Because I put this together. I'm thinking this through. I'm the one reacting to it. Ava's editing. Hi, Ava. She's editing and I'm paying her. You're not paying them to work, but the money from them that they purchase for product is paying you. That's the thing, because people will show, oh, pyramid, look, both MLM and corporate. But how does the money flow? Corporate, top down. You're getting paid. MLM, can you guess? Bottom up. It's a simple concept that they refuse to get, and it's because of cognitive dissonance. They don't want to understand it.
Like you have no problem going and making Jeff Bezos, how do you say his name, extra quadruple bazillionaire. But because I make a 20% commission off of your probiotic, you mad? What? Make it make sense, right? A good business transaction that honors the Lord when both parties are better off after the transaction is not a pyramid scheme. A pyramid scheme is where you blindly invest.
No sources, nothing. Just right from her app.
You are promised a product. You are promised a service that never occurs. So you're losing money. Of course you're mad. Of course you want to call everything a pyramid scheme because you fell for something in the past or you heard a story and you think that's the truth.
Oh my gosh. Years of data. And honestly, your company's income disclosure statement show us that it's more like a pyramid scheme than not. And also, either way, whether it's a legitimate pyramid scheme or not, it's unethical and wrong. A lot of that is because of people like her lying and saying they're stating facts and using these tactics to deceive people into thinking that it's a good opportunity when it's not. If you shared the truth about MLMs, right? Say 1% of people will actually profit. It's not a great opportunity, but you could possibly be that 1%. I mean, it's very rare. Okay, I would feel a little bit better about you talking about it, but you won't do that. I have to.
Well, with our company, we offer 60-day money-back guarantee. It is a risk-free environment where you can come in, try it, and even return empty bottles if it's not for you. We also offer subscription services for those that love it, believe in it. Those customers get a shipping discount and a referral link, and they can share it too. They can receive loyalty product credits, or they can upgrade to earn cash, that commission that we're about to talk about. That still doesn't make it a pyramid scheme because they're earning a commission. The influencers that you bought your Nikes off of, they earned a commission. The True Green lawn service that comes and checks your, I don't know what they do because we had them at one point. They come to your lawn and they check for weeds and make sure your lawn is green. They earn a commission for coming out and doing that.
She's doing that thing where she's leaving out an entire part of the business model so that she can make it look more ethical. But it's called multi-level marketing for a reason, because you're building downline, and if you build it big enough, you don't really even have to sell very much. In a lot of MLMs, you only need like upwards of 6 successful people and a certain number of group total volume at the bottom to hit like top levels. That's not much, especially when you have, like she said, thousands of people below you, but she's not going to tell you that.
You're subscribed to a lawn service. The Amazon links that you're clicking on through those different apps of different people, like, this is the Amazon thing you didn't know you needed. They're earning a commission. No one bats an eye, blinks an eye, however that expression goes. And yet when it comes to a friend you actually know, not a stranger on the internet recommending something, but a friend you actually know offering you something that has genuinely helped them, you want to call it a pyramid scheme. It just doesn't make sense. That sounds more opinionated than factual to me.
So do all of your points, but you know, whatever, I guess.
When you have a product or service that helps people lead healthier and better lives, which therefore makes them happier, there's production there, right? Their life is more productive. You're serving that marketplace, that audience well, and that deserves to be compensated. So for those of you struggling with this, is what I do a pyramid scheme, you deserve to be compensated for the work you're doing, the skills you're learning, and the consistency of showing up.
Right. However, they're not getting paid when they work. They're only getting paid when someone purchases from them, or someone below them has someone purchase from them, or someone below them has someone purchase from them. So they could work all day, every day, but unless someone starts purchasing product from them or people below them, nothing.
It is no different than working a job. It's no different.
Really? Because my job, I don't know about yours, you can let me know. My job pays me when I work. I also get benefits. I get paid time off as well. No, I don't get every day off and get to live my own, I don't get that freedom that y'all always talk about, but I do get paid to take time off. And I have like a week, 2 weeks out of the month off, but I work split shifts, so that's a bit different.
Instead of buying an apron and non-slip shoes and a pen and pad and going to the bank to get 100 and change as a server, you are listening to podcasts, buying the personal growth books, attending the Super Saturday, the convention. You're doing it in just a different way. So that rose-colored glasses that I'm looking at my business with, because I love it so much, I'm taking them off and I'm just showing you how it is so similar. Just like a real estate agent takes the courses, studies really hard,
Wait, so she admits she's wearing rose-colored glasses? The irony. No, she didn't take them off. She still got them on. You just can't see them super well because so do you. Not you watching this, but you watching this in the MLM. You can't see hers because you're also wearing them. You know what I mean?
gets their real estate license, works for a broker who's also getting a percentage of the work they're doing, and they're going to go sell you a home. You could do the same thing. You could go take the classes and be a real estate agent and sell a home and earn a commission, but you don't. So you hire a real estate agent to do it. If you're not willing to do the work and to learn about gut health and learn about your body, and you don't want to go get a doctorate and go to college for the next 12 years, but you want to be a part of a community that wants to feel better and happier and healthier and offers value to others, network marketing might be it for you in a wellness company.
I didn't go to college for 12 years to get my really good job I have now. What? Are you serious? Also, are you likening yourself to a doctor in your Plexus MLM company? Please. Have several seats.
If you love makeup and you find yourself at TJ Maxx or Ulta or Sephora, like 4 out of 7 days a week, and you find yourself trying new things, then a makeup company would be great for you. There's so many little similarities that people just seem to overlook. So we call it a commission. When we offer a value in product or service or training you, we earn a commission. Okay. Plexus has a very unique way of compensating their brand ambassadors. It is backed by a legal team to ensure it's ethical, allowable, and achievable.
Because there's been no legal team that's a part of a company that's been unethical. Oh my gosh. I can't make this up.
With intentional, consistent work. Kind of sounds like a job, right? You wouldn't get hired for the job if you didn't show up and if you didn't learn how to do the job. Well, it's because it is. Sales ain't for the faint of heart, but it can be passionately well done if you do your homework and you show up consistently. When you treat it as a job, it is similar, except on your own terms. And I feel like this is an opinion, more allowed freedoms. So then why are people still calling it a pyramid scheme years and years?
You're saying that is your opinion compared to everything else you said, but you still haven't showed us any sources for your quote unquote facts. She is really funny. Like, she makes me giggle. I don't think she means to, but this is one of those videos that's got me just in awe of how off someone can be when it comes to, well, I think intentionally wrong.
Pyramid scheme years and years later. Well, thank the 1980s for that, because people were blindly investing in things, never receiving a service or a product, and then it just felt like a pyramid scheme. Or maybe you have a limited belief about yourself, and so when you're growing a team, you're more focused on the people that came before you succeeding and thriving because you haven't hit your goals yet.
These are perfect examples of what people in MLMs use to try to deceive you. First, they're going to blame you. It's always your fault if you're not successful, not the MLM. Never, not the business model, not the MLM, not the upline, nothing. And then they're also, too, going to try to change the narrative up on you of, oh, well, it was the 1980s and people just They just thought it was a pyramid scheme. No, actually, MLMs have exploded since then. They've only recently been struggling, and that's been since like 2021, 2022. That's when they've started to take a nosedive. And currently in 2024, it's not so great. I see where you're making this though.
Well, that doesn't make you less than. That just means you have a little bit more work to do, or maybe a new skill to learn because they were been here a little bit longer, or maybe their influence is different. Your skill set and their skill sets are different. When I hear the term pyramid scheme and knowing it's illegal and knowing pyramid schemes are still shut down to this day, I'm seeing it on Instagram like crazy. And I feel like the FTC is having a heyday with some of the things that I'm seeing. But then I think of reputable, legit companies, and we can help our skeptics to see the difference. We don't have to be ugly. We don't have to try to convince. We can connect with them and provide them receipts as the card.
The FTC simply says that you can be a part of a pyramid scheme. Today. I mean, they're saying it could look like an MLM, but be a pyramid scheme and steal everything. I mean, that's kind of the words that I read it earlier, but that's pretty much the words that they were using. I don't know what she's talking about. Like, there's no pyramid schemes anymore. That doesn't make sense because there are.
As the Kardashians would say, right? The same skeptics are referred to other businesses, other products every single day by celebrities or Instagram influencers or TikTok people. And I guess that's the validation they need to be a consumer for those people versus us. But if we just continue to share the difference and the similarities in what we're doing, we can change that narrative. If we choose to work ethically and with integrity, we can continue to change the narrative. If in addition to that, you can show others how to offer this type of...
Why are people listening more to like Kim Kardashian and all these other famous people? Well, one, there's their likeness. They want to be like them. But two, y'all recently saw how Kim Kardashian had to pay $1 million because she didn't say she was affiliated with something that she was posting about and getting paid for it. They are being watched. I mean, they are being cracked down on. And if someone makes a big enough fuss about it, they're gonna be in trouble and pay $1 million like Kim Kardashian. Not that that was like a big deal to her, but it seems like it's kind of straightened her out a bit. I don't know. She might do it again and she might have to pay another $1 million. But for a lot of people, that was a wake-up call to them to be more ethical. They don't want to pay $1 million. They're not Kim K. They don't have that money. So yeah, I'd rather listen to a celebrity, honestly, than people in an MLM. Why are MLMs having such a hard time? Well, they're being cracked down on. How so? People like me. We're sharing. And people who are sharing the truth and the deceptive tactics and showing you the facts versus what they say is facts, which actually isn't, that's why. Because I'm not the only one. There's several people who do this both on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. A lot of people. And it's made a huge difference.
This type of product to the marketplace or your audience, then you are serving even more people well. And again, deserve to be compensated for that. So you get a commission plus a commission, which means you did the work. You got this person to place their order. They trust you. They're loving their product. They want to go tell the world about it because they're a happy returning customer. They decide to go get customers. Well, now you got a commission for them and you're getting commission for the people they've told. That is how our business model works. It's very, very similar for that lawn subscription service I was telling you about. They create the service. I sign up. They complete their job. They put a little sign in my yard. Well, my neighbor across the street's like, I'm going to call them too. So they got a commission from me and my lawn, and now they're getting one from the neighbor across the street that saw the sign, the referral sign. Same thing, right? I earn, or the more people you help, the more people you are compensated for. Our business model compensates you in a direct proportion to the amount of value you can provide to your customers and your team.
What? No, that's not true. What are you talking about? It is based solely on commissions that you receive from your downline and your customers. They don't pay you based on value. That makes zero sense. And that's just not true. Unless value equals product purchased from you, and that's it, they don't pay you based on value.
I earn an income here by matching people up with real life products they're going to receive that help them reach their real life goals. So does that make this pyramid scheme? No, because we know it's a value for value trade. Absolutely not. Pyramid schemes are illegal. They don't offer an actual value exchange. It's exactly the opposite of what is happening here at my company and so many others.
Actually, they do. They have products. Pyramid scheme, the FTC says so. Where's your source, Emily?
I can only speak for the one that I'm with. Brand ambassadors here at my company don't just sell our clients wellness products and say, see you later, wish you the best. I mean, some might be doing that, which is not ideal and can give us a bad reputation, but in general, most people are like, I support my clients. I want to ensure you are getting results. I want to ensure you're reordering. You're seeing the value in why you should reorder and be consistent, right? So when someone joins my team and wants to grow a successful business, I want to sign them up, get them to upgrade to ambassador on their own terms at their own pace, and help them with the work they are willing to do.
I'm still on this whole concept of you making people pay $10 to watch this. So not only are they paying you $10 to watch this, but anytime someone purchases from them, you get paid too. So in two different ways, they're supporting you. But where's the value? What value are you adding? You're not just adding value to them for free. You're asking them to pay $10 for something that's going to be up on YouTube for free. Is that how bad your downline is right now? That you're suffering so much? You're making people pay $10 a week? If only 50 people of your thousands of people got on, $500 a week. That's $2,000 a month, not including taxes taken out. Hopefully she's doing that. That's ridiculous.
I think a lot of people are sold this $1 million, like you're going to earn $1 million. What they don't see is like, it took me 5 years to make the decision to join that company. During that 5 years, I was already building influence and on social media. And then it took me another, 8 months, some people 3 years, 10 years to get to that achievement, that promotion, whatever, that rank in the company. And they don't see the journey that led to that moment. So they're like, oh, I do this and I'm going to be like her. I'm going to be like him. It takes hard work and dedication.
No. It usually takes getting in early and having a following. That's normally what it is in MLMs. It sounds like she did both of those things.
Right? Okay. But when I'm working, I am in it with the customer. I have a vested interest in their journey because the more successful they become, the more successful I become. Duh. It's a people helping people business model, if you haven't noticed. And it's the fairest business model in the world, in my opinion, and in a bunch of other people's opinions.
Yeah, probably in your opinion, because you get paid from every single person in your downline. That's fair. And you're still asking them to pay $10 for this, but you're getting paid off of their work. It's probably fair because your bank account tells you it seems fair. It's not. It's unethical.
It's based off of work ethic, influence, and consistency, not race, not gender, or age. Sales does not give a crap about your past. You can reinvent yourself overnight with integrity and grace, and you can be like, this is what I offered, this is what I found, this is what it's done for me. Take it or leave it.
That's not true. It does depend on a lot of things. And a lot of it's based on privilege.
I like it. You don't have to love it or even believe in it the way I do, but shame on me if I didn't offer you what I have found. Okay? Another thing that I like to remember about this type of business model and what I'm doing here, a lot of people will say things like, I'm a small business owner. You're not. You don't own the business, but you own your business. Does that make sense? No? Okay, let me explain. I am the CEO of my business, not the company.
Huh? You're not a CEO. She's a contract worker. Are you a CEO? I don't think so. Now, maybe you have made an LLC on the side, but that's different. It's not the same thing.
A CEO stands for Chief Executive Officer, if you've ever wondered and failed to learn what that meant. And here's what their duties include.
She is so damn condescending. And wait, it gets worse.
Leading, planning, implementation of new and long-term business strategies, managing the company's assets, even liabilities. So for those of you in network marketing, we have to be compliant. And sometimes we got to invest a little bit back into our businesses, like, thank you cards, fruit samples, and going to events, things like that. Serving as the figurative head of the organization. So you're stepping into a leadership role. If you're going to start building a team over here, don't leave them hanging. And setting strategic goals and ensuring the goals are measurable. Can this even happen? Is it achievable, allowable, and ethical, right? That's how our business model is. And I love that about us.
That's really not how it is, but I guess that's an opinion.
So I'm the CEO of what I am doing. I've seen a couple people on social media say CEO for like all these women that are running these teams and these businesses. And I love that. I have created a team of over 8,000 to 10,000 people in the last decade. That's 1,000 people a year.
How many of those 8,000 to 10,000 are still actively working? And how many of those actively working are profiting? Not making a commission, profiting. I would love to know those numbers. They will just tell you the big numbers. They won't tell you the truth though, right? Like what's currently happening. Why do you think she's having people pay $10 for a training?
Because we can't shut up about what we found. And within that, I've created a team of amazing military women, especially women and moms who are working hard to be a blessing to their families. I've helped moms, nurses, teachers, sales reps, people that want to create a second income stream, and people who have left their corporate American jobs because they weren't fulfilled and they wanted to make money from home and spend more time with their babies. Here for that. Nothing wrong with that. I'm helping moms lead healthier lives so that they can steward well everything God has called them to. There is nothing like a redemption story. I can think of where I was 15 years ago and it ain't it. It's ugly, ugly, ugly. And I'm so thankful of the hard work that I had to do to get where we are today, to believe in myself, believe in this type of business model, and then to help you believe in yourself and believe in your business model. And then I get to help my own family and other families have experiences and opportunities they otherwise would have never dreamed of. Like going to Maui or Mexico or really cool trips that your company offers as incentives that you can work hard to earn.
How many people in your downline of 8,000 to 10,000 have done that? What's the percentage? Would love to know.
Here's the thing. At the end of the day, I feel great about it. I want you to feel great about it. If you know someone who doesn't feel great about it, then it ain't for them yet. They may change their mind. It might take 10 years. It might be 100 years. It just may not be for them. I get to wake up each day and offer freedom and hope to so many moms who want the same things that I want. That's my audience, by the way. So I keep saying moms. Your audience might be grandparents. It might be other real estate agents or whatever that looks like. But I get to do it from the comfort of my own home, and I get to determine the outcome every day. You know, a lot of you are okay with going to work 8 to 12 hours a day for someone else, but for some reason, working 2 hours a day intentionally and consistently for yourself seems impossible.
I get paid for those 12 hours. You don't get paid for those 2 hours unless someone purchases a product. And that's just a small commission. Or if someone purchases a product from someone in your downline. And that's also a small commission, but those add up more. I would choose the one where I get paid for my work.
But again, to me, it goes back to a limited mindset, a belief issue. I'm very proud of what we do here. I'm proud to call myself a brand ambassador, and I'm proud that I can confidently say I am changing people's lives. Not just because of the phone calls and messages I get, but physically seeing people be different than they were 5 years ago, a month ago. Okay? The people along the way who questioned if this type of business and industry were legit usually were not very satisfied with their own lives. And, you know, I hope they find fulfillment and solutions. But I said what I said. The people who are critical of you are not usually the ones doing better than you.
I don't know, Emily. I'm pretty good. I got a good gig here calling people like you out, scammers, and not just calling out, but simply just showing sources and, you know, showing the deception and whatnot. I don't have to like scam people to make money, which is really nice. You know, I think that's terrible when people do that. I get paid for my work, which is also nice. I don't think I have limiting belief. I mean, I built over 20,000 subscribers on my YouTube. Thank you. Much appreciated. I don't know. I'm doing pretty good. How about y'all? Y'all doing okay out there?
That's a fact, not an opinion.
It's actually literally an opinion. What she just said was literally an opinion, even though I interrupted her from saying that's a fact, not an opinion. You want to hear what her fact is? Here, let's hear what her fact is really quick.
We're not very satisfied with their own lives. And, you know, I hope they find fulfillment and solutions. But I said what I said. The people who are critical of you are not usually the ones doing better than you. That's a fact, not an opinion.
That legitimately was an opinion. That's not a fact. That's legitimately an opinion.
If you can prove me wrong, please send it my way. I would love to hear it.
Hi. I don't know. I'm pretty good. I don't know. How about y'all? What do you say to that irrational comment? Laugh, I guess? I'm not sure.
I don't think that they're questioning it now. Like I said, I've been very consistent. I've stayed with it. I know I'm the 0.1%. I know I'm a weirdo network marketing diamond. Like, I get it. But if they're still questioning it, then I just question their IQ or I question their mindset. I really like the fine line between the two.
Fine line between mindset and IQ. So you're saying that they're kind of close to the same. There's a fine line between mindset and IQ. If you have a bad mindset, you're dumb. If you question MLM, your IQ is kind of good one, Emily.
So if you want to learn more, if you want to see if this industry is a great fit for you and you have what it takes and you want to believe and you believe in sales and you believe in helping people find that confidence and that skill, well, this is where we meet. Every Friday at noon. I want you to be here. I want you to be a part of these trainings. They're 30 minutes to an hour, depends on the day, depends on the topic. And if I can, I provide resources or a slideshow. Today we didn't do that, but
if you can, they pay $10. You better.
I want you to just be so confident in the company you represent and the skill sets that you have and that you can create. Because I feel like, yeah, sales is hard, but what we do here is actually made very simple. It's just, it starts up here, right? And clearly the pyramid scheme topic also starts up here. It's not a financial loss issue. It's not, I do think it's a bit of an integrity issue. And again, that's an up here issue for people.
It's legitimately a financial loss issue. Your income disclosure statement says that the average earnings of all brand ambassadors was $544 in 2022. The whole year, $544. They'll pay more on products monthly sometimes. The majority of them are at a loss. It says the top 1% made an average of $37,553 a year. $37,553 in a year. The top 1%. And 50% of the top 1% made about $15,000 in a year. So you're making what, $40K a year? And you have to fight that hard to try to say it's not a pyramid scheme? That's ridiculous.
But we can change that narrative. We can help show people network marketing done the way it should be done, could be done, and rarely is. That's a quote direct from our company president and CEO, our first CEO, Tara Robinson. And so I love that about our company. I love that other companies in this space and industry call our CEO, who is now Gene Tips. They call him, they're like, you have some of the most exceptional leaders. Y'all lead with integrity. They're constantly asking about our leadership training. And to me, that's bragging rights all day. And I just think that's because we do it right. And that's why a lot of companies imitate what we're doing over here. So,
okay. Because every MLM doesn't have the same business model. All right. I don't care what else she has to say. That was a good one. I loved that one. What'd y'all think of that? I believe that she's intentionally trying to deceive and lie to you. That's my opinion, but I believe she's doing that because MLM is suffering. People like Colleen, No Shame Sales Game, who's like a coach and a top leader, has said that MLM's down between 15 and 50%. I'm quoting her. Other people like Megan Dessart, has said that MLM's down 60%, and she left MLM for MRR. She's a huge grifter. MRR is also a scam. Don't get me started. I have a video on it. There's a lot to say, and I feel like I definitely didn't say it all, so let me know your thoughts below. Thanks for being here. I gotta go get my hair done, y'all. It's cutting it close. I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't join an MLM, alright? I'll see you next time. Bye.
Show you what I'm all about. Make up for what we lost. Tonight is the night that we're gonna fall in love. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about yours.